I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just gonna share my thoughts, my work addiction that I have. So a little background story, I did a startup with my friends. We had an AI agency, we had customer support chatbots. We did end up making decent revenue. We're working with a nine-figure company at peak point. And one thing that really stood out to me was being with your boys, working together, being aligned on the same mission was just a different feeling. Because right now, I'm not gonna, okay, I don't want to sound lonely or anything, but right now I'm kind of figuring it out, like working with myself, because the startup did eventually drift beyond, um, like it just didn't align with all of our long term goals. And from there, it kind of just fell apart. But, we're still chill with each other. We didn't end off on any bad note or anything, but that's the one thing that stood out to me was that brotherhood feeling. And currently, right now, my my lone wolfing mode, right? I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go, my skill set. Doing it all alone feels kind of empty. I don't know how to explain it. This work addiction I have is actually quite funny. It's ironic because when I developed a routine that I wanted to experiment, right? I'd like learning physics, learning math, learning coding, doing all of these things made me push away like all my relationships, which is quite funny because the very thing that made me feel the most alive was having a relationship with people that were aligned with the same goal every single day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of funny, right? Because now that I'm experimenting with all these different things, like creating content, editing videos, getting into photography, doing all these different hobbies, doing it kind of alone out of the friend group, it feels kind of like an outlier, and it doesn't. And there's like this empty feeling that comes with it, and it sounds hella weird, I know. But I think the one I'm just yapping, I'm just sharing my thoughts, my experiences with everyone that's watching. But I think one big takeaway is that finding a group of people that are aligned with the same goal on the same mission is like the best feeling. Like that could be a business, that could be helping the world in a certain way. I don't know, whatever you think and find like-minded people. Don't keep that thought and idea to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I know right now there's okay, it sounds so weird. I sound like a weirdo right now, but the loneliness pandemic, right? Because don't get me wrong, it's in our biology that we're social creatures. If we didn't socialize, we would literally starve to death back in the day in the caveman ages. So I mean, we still have that same ancient desire to go out there, connect with people. But now, the world is in such a weird place. We have everything that we've ever needed. Survival needs are met, right? We have a roof over our heads. Thankfully, the people that aren't in third world countries, right? We have a roof over our head. We have food. It's easy to assess these basic needs in life. So what's really missing is the alignment, like being on a mission, being on a path, being on a purpose. And I realized that, like I said, the best way to kind of cope with all of that is to be with a group that aligns with a certain mission.